And in competitive play, you don't have that as the defender. It's like, we'll wait here for 4 minutes and do absolutely nothing if that's what wins us the game. And Get Flanked is more than happy to do that. Foxey needs to, if they're going to bring in artillery like they are, they need to guarantee that they've got lights for it as soon as it's got its first shell in its barrel, so that it can start shooting. 8 minutes is not a lot of time to do damage to an artillery base.
And we'll check out some of the teams here. Get Flank bringing 2 E5s, 2 140s, 2 T22 mediums, and RU-251. And Foxey Baddies electing not to take that Arty piece, as they seem it was very crucial to their loss their last match, as they're bringing 2 E5s now, a Batch at 25T, 2 T22 mediums, a Conqueror, and a M46 Patton. So Get Flank bringing the 6 tiered 10s with the tier 8 Scout. I do like that setup on Steps. Steps is a very big map, easily flankable, so having that light tank with that camo consistently running is a huge plus for them. But Sublime doing a very deep scout here. He wants to find out what Get Flanked is doing. He's going to take a heat shell to the back. We heard that little sizzle. Cooking some bacon on the back of that French tank. Delicious. As Sublime is going to be trying to get away, saving some of that HP for later. Very interesting that we have Ledif in the 140 in the center here. That tank does have -6 gun depression, 320 average alpha damage. So he's going to be looking to, use that speed of the Object 140, roughly 55 kilometers on flat ground. So he's going to be trying to get eyes in the center as well. We see the RU-251 up north, though. This is a very strong position coming out of Carjacks.
That's what Foxey needed to be doing last game. Having a scout like that so that the artillery can work.
Yeah, definitely. Having this scout just... And what Carjacks is doing here is this bush in front of him is giving him camo, so he's able to spot through these little tiny bushes. You're like, Rat, that doesn't make sense. How can those bushes hide him? And obviously he made the mistake somewhere of getting lit somehow, because he took a shot to the front. Either that or a blind shot, knowing that that position is very strong. Now you have 2 options here. You can sit in the right bushes or the left. And it looks like that could have been a possible blind fire, as they are blind firing the lower bush. And now these guys are experienced players. They know when they're poking up over this hill. Eagles, Din. When they poke up, they get lit. They obviously know where that light is coming from. There's no question about it. That's the only place they can get lit from in that situation. But Get Flank being very aggressive here. 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the battle, and we're already seeing some up-front confrontations. Ledif, Dwight, and Praetorian, this little wolf pack of mediums, they're going to be looking to put out some damages as bounces going off of both teams. But is Foxey Baddies going to be pushing on them? We see their team readjusting. Conqueror of Tedster going to be getting shot in the side of the turret, as now they'll be applying pressure to these mediums, but the E5s in the south are doing very good supporting fire. Ledif down to 6 HP, going to get taken out by Tedster. Tedster leading the push here with his Conqueror. He's going to get dropped 1,000 HP. He got picked up for 1,300 in total in less than a few seconds, so that's the deadliness of these tier 10 tanks. They just put out damage so quickly. T22 medium there, just trying to survive. Strike with a 7, getting tracked. So the E5s, Rummy and Bryant, trying to get some shots in, trying to take out Strike. Rummy gonna pick up Strike with the 7. Zeagle's gonna be picking up Ledif. Actually, Dwight, pardon me. Din and Strike with the 0, currently working these E5s. That RU-251 did go down in the north, so Get Flanked, only having 3 tanks remaining versus the 5 of Foxey Baddies. Zeagle's the only one that's really low, or one shot for these E5s. We'll see what the T22 is doing back here. Poi Blade helping out his team. Bryant going to be picking up a kill on Zeagles, but Sublime in that batch hat's going to be getting a flank on these E5s. As you see shells raining in from him, that batch hat has a 5-round autoloader. So huge damage is going to come out from him in a very quick succession. Rummy going to be getting caught out as he has his armor facing the E5s. So therefore he has no armor on the sides to protect from Sublime. Sublime just able to unload on him at will. And it looks like Poi Blade's going to be getting his HP in the game here. And very smart at that, because Rummy trying to survive. He's only got 300 left. Poi Blade's going to be tasked with the force of taking on Strike Zero. Strike Zero not even going to give him a look. Knows he's going down. Poi Blade with the full HP still. It's going to be focusing on all hard all the time, but they have to be very careful. Sublime will be loaded very shortly, if not loaded already. He does. He is loaded. He's going to be picking up that kill. Going to be bouncing the second shot. He has 3 remaining. There's the third one. Here's the fourth one. And he does not get the roll he needs, as he'll be forced to take out Poi Blade. But man, get flanked. Looked like they're in a terrible position, but the shots just kept penetrating for them. So they're going to take game number 6 here, 5-1.
I think that's the series, right?
That is the series.
That's first to 5, yeah. I think, I mean, Foxey should have won that game. They had it, and then they threw it.
And it looks like they got a little too aggressive there as Sublime was unloading, but, you know, you have to give that Bat Chat some time to get some more ammo into that magazine. And it looks like they tried, you know, surviving through that, but Poi Blade in the back there with that T-22 was absolutely just unloading on them. You know, he picked up 4.2k there. So it was huge for him to come in at the end there with that nice full HP health pool and, you know, just clean up the game. As we see, essentially that game for Get Flanked was played, you know, 3 main people getting huge amounts of damage. Whereas we see a little more even damage spread coming out of Foxey Baddies, but just wasn't enough to conquer the damage coming out of the top 3 players for Get Flanked.
Shall we